And it was a man that said the first day of the week is a day of rest. It was a man. His name is Constantine. He passed that law in 321 AD. And then the church picked it up in 364 at the Council of Laodicea. And in Canon 29 or Rule 29 at that council, 364, 363, there's some debate over the exact date. But there's no debate over that law they passed. Canon 29, rest on Sunday. Let no one be found Judaizing on the seventh day. In other words, behaving like a Jew. Anyone who does will be anathema. Do you know what anathema means? You're cast into hell. Out of Christ. You're damned and you're cursed. That's why Paul said, if any man preach any of the gospel unto you, or any angel, let him be accursed. It was a man who came up with Sunday as a day of rest, not God. And the Bible says we ought to obey God rather than man. And so I say to you directly, if you didn't know that the Sabbath is not Sunday, now you've heard it. You don't have to take my word. Go talk to your priest. Pick up the Bible, read it, and search it. Just read the Ten Commandments. There are people who say, when Christ died, he fulfilled the law. Have you ever heard that? He fulfilled the law, I don't have to keep it. They don't mean the whole law. No one will argue when Christ died, he fulfilled thou shalt not kill, so I don't have to keep it. No one will say when Christ died, he fulfilled thou shalt not steal, so I don't have to keep it. Everyone accepts 9. No problem with 9. You still have to avoid stealing, avoid killing, avoid adultery, avoid lusting, avoid this, avoid disrespecting your parents. Yes! But they pick one. And they say when Christ died, he destroyed that one. Which one is that? The Sabbath commandment. The one in the middle that connects the two tables together. The one that identifies God as having authority to request your worship. Because he is creator of heaven and earth. The only one that begins with remember. And so as I come to the downward slope of storm is coming, make a decision. Escape the wrath to come. Let me say it again. God will pour his wrath upon this earth. And it will be something no one has ever seen. The plague number 7, there'll be an earthquake such as never was since men were upon the earth.